All
Whoa,
right, what's going on?
yo,
Yes, sir. We love it, baby. We back. It's another Friday night. What's going on, ladies
what's
and gentlemen?
going on?
Assuming we can still call you that.
Well, well,
We're going to talk about that later. Don't worry. Welcome, everybody, to the most organic conversation on the internet. Welcome to Up to It, Down to It. We got a great show here tonight, man, on our season finale. We're going to take a quick break after this one, man. But it's been a hell of a ride over these last 20 episodes, man. So thank you guys. Thank everybody here. Shout out to all of you for being with us here through this first season. We didn't know where this was going to go or how it was going to work. So, we here now. We're looking forward to uh, closing out this season and coming in the next season, you know, louder and stronger like we do, man. So that said, let's get to these intros real quick, man. Y'all know what it is. To the right on the screen, to my left, there he is. Force, talk to us, my brother. What's good?
What it do, good people? Glad to be here. Happy Friday. I got the first week of school out the way and it went off without a hitch. I feel like I could do this forever if it stays this way. But of course, students give you a honeymoon phase. So we're gonna celebrate a good week with a lot of good drinks. So y'all hanging with me because I'm about to put y'all up on a lot of game. All right.
Let's
So
go.
we've been talking Inside Red for a long, long, long time. If you've been checking in with us, so they sell the Chumpies 1.5 liters of the Ensign Peach, which I think is much better than Crown Peach at a much cheaper price. So tonight we're on the mango, mixing this with the strawberry lemonade. What are these called? Simply lemonades. The strawberry lemonade is like fantastic. All right, but I'm all about finding better at cheaper. All right, so for all of my Casamigos drinkers, go ahead and throw it out the window. If you are Patronin and all that, throw it out the window. All right, we are all about
What?
El Padrino right now. I'm gonna make sure my angles and lights and all of that get right. All right, El Padrino. I just cracked this bad boy open and I took like I want to say like a fifth of a sip, just so I could get the taste. Because as soon as you open a bottle, you get all kinds of orange notes going all through it. Oh my God, this thing is beyond smooth. This is the extra, the añejo. All right, they have an extra añejo, and that's the one I'm going for after this. But this is the añejo, and
It's an
just,
extra hoe?
just yeah,
It's
the extra
you
hoe.
said it's
But
an extra
this
hoe?
the yeah, but this the regular
oh,
hoe. So, but this regular hoe does a wonderful thing. Okay, so that's one side of it. All right, now of course, we're used to hearing a lot of things: blanco, reposado, añejo, and that's pretty much like the scope of tequilas when we're used to it. All right, but Cristalino is a style of tequila that you want to get into. It's I would say it's like just above añejo. And if you're particularly like big on like counting your calories and watching your sugars and all of that. The process that they take Cristalino through is a charcoal cleaning process. And actually, like if you think about it, there are like a lot of charcoal kind of like toothpaste and stuff like that that are coming out because they pull the toxins and stuff out. So Cristalino goes through a charcoal cleaning process that gives you the aging like añejo, but takes a lot of that stuff that you're not supposed to have out. So this is the El Padrino Cristalino. Y'all see, I ain't even opened up the box yet, but I promise you this is going to be on one. And because I mean what I say about Cristalinos, all right, this is the Cara Legra. And did get a chance to sip on this yesterday. I would call this like a, slightly better Terramana. So like this is legit in Cristalino, the Terramana Blanco, which I think is fantastic. This reminds me a lot of that, but the quality of this is just something to be had. So if you're getting your tequilas, really go in that direction. Añejo, Cristalino, and up. All right. Y'all enjoy your drinks. Have one for me. Let's go.
That's what it is, man. Appreciate
yeah.
that breakdown there, brother. All right. All right. With that said, man, I'm looking forward to that shot too. Which one? So which one are you drinking on tonight? Which one are you drinking?
So this is the Ensign mango. But also, oh snap, I'm so off. I'm so off. I told you because we've been doing it forever. Pull me back up, Trey. That this one is the Ensign Red pineapple. All right. And we were just having this conversation that typically when they put pineapple flavors on dark liquors, it don't really hit. inside red ain't missed. All right, and these bottles go for $19.99, and they're comparable to Crown, but you know they upcharge particularly on the peach, so that pineapple is there. So after we're done with the mango, we're gonna switch to pineapple, but it's still mixing well. Mix it with your Simply. All right, so like I said, we got bottles and bottles, and even if you look back there, that's the bar which got more bottles on it. So I'm finna keep teaching y'all if y'all finna keep learning.
Listen, because that's what we do out here in these streets, man. So great stuff on that. Yes, sir. We love it.
And
We
it
love
sounds like we got a move to make back over Kev, man.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. We making moves back over there. We talk. Yeah, episode 1, season 2, episode 21. That might be the move for real. Straight up. Hey, that said, man, my guy, my LB down bottom. We lost somebody. We had some technical difficulties. We're gonna get him back on ASAP. But with that said, in the meantime, we got the Kang about to talk to us.
What's going on, everybody? It's good to be back. I know we took a week off. We had some things to handle, but we back for the last episode, man. I hope everybody out there is fine like wine, like I am. Let's first of all welcome back to all you teachers and students. Glad you're back in school.
Rude.
Hey, yo,
But
are they?
hey, man, I'm just saying. I'm gonna be praying for y'all though. Both teachers and the students will be praying for y'all, man. As
Pray for the
usual,
teachers.
all right. I got something for you guys. Actually, two things. All right. Two things because we missed last week. I'm gonna give you two this time. Nice little message. The first one is hashtag use your voice. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. Let others know that it's okay to say no as well. Use your voice to give the power of choice. And that speaks big volumes to me because I got a big heart and I try to help out everybody. And sometimes I stack a lot on my plate, but it is okay to say no. It's really okay to say no, especially when it becomes a detriment to the things that you got to do in order to provide for yourself or even your family. So definitely, if you are a yes person, or if you just find yourself saying yes too much, go ahead and say no. And then you'll find out too with saying no, you'll find out who really sticks around, who really was there for you. Let them get upset. It's okay. The second thing is energy. Uh, don't give energy to anyone who seeks to tear you down. Invest and leverage your energy in those who value you. Then you will have renewable energy. So, man, I like to get around people who not only just take the energy that I give them, but also give me energy back, man, and we feed off of each other. And we that's how we go back and forth, just feeding each other with that positive energy. And make sure you get in an environment, that can give you that energy that it won't just get out of those negative environments, make it happen. So again, energy, don't give energy to anyone who seeks to tear you down. Invest and leverage your energy in those who value you. Then you will have renewable energy. So guys, hope you are ready for a good show. That's all I got for the intro. Let's go.
Let's make it do what it do.
We're gonna change
Oh,
his
and
name
one more thing.
to
Hold
the
up, one more thing.
inspirational,
Quick shout
the
out.
inspirational Richard.
I'm gonna do a quick shout out. Quick shout out to my son Isaac. Happy birthday. His birthday was yesterday, and shout out to Trey. His birthday's coming up. So shout out to all the September babies, man. Shout out to all of y'all. Man.
September, all day.
Do you remember?
Mhm.
Okay. Break out the song.
Just saying, man.
You knew it was coming.
It's great. It's a great song by the greatest band of all time. About the greatest month of all time. I'm just saying. All right. Anyway, because we in Virgo season. Let's see. Q is here. Is he back? Are we back? He's the voice today. Okay, he's the voice. All right. Q, talk to us.
What it do, y'all? Look, I'm on mobile pursuit right now, but it's good to be back on with y'all. Just for y'all, dedication, man. Had to make sure I made it on. what it is, fam.
Oh my goodness, he came. Wow, he done popped up.
Man.
Wasn't nobody ready for that.
Woo. Poof.
How y'all fellas doing? Look, fam, sisters, brothers, kings, queens, cousins, all in between. It's your boy King Q, aka King Kamikaze, aka Mr. It's your mama's and your girlfriend's favorite. What's good, fam?
Okay.
Word.
He chose violence today.
Yeah, that's what we doing. Shots. There we go. Shots fired. Shots fired. Okay. Okay. I like that energy. I like that energy, man. It's gonna be like that all day. All day. With that said, man, it's good to have everybody back. Let's get into some stuff, man. I've seen some of the we can't take 2 weeks off, man. I've seen some of the craziest shit in the last couple weeks. We don't have time to get into all of it, but we're gonna get into as much of it as we can because there's been some craziness. So big shout out to the comment section. What's good, everybody? We got a couple people already chirping in the comments. Look, somebody's gonna choose violence today in the comments, and I'm fine with that. Good evening. What's up, Sam? Love you, babe. Yeah, man. Well, hey, man, glad you're feeling better too. Glad you're feeling better.
And good
Yeah,
evening.
man. You said what?
I said, and good evening, Sam.
And good evening.
And good evening.
So let's start with something light. Something lightheaded. What? Before we do anything, actually, that actually tells me right there that what we need to do first is get these cups in the air. I'm nothing too. Hold on, where's my mouse at? Here we go. Nothing too major. We just on. This is what I've been on all day.
That handout.
Yeah. This is it. So best believe if you see me take a drink of anything tonight, guarantee you it has that on there. So with that said, let's go ahead, man. Let's get to this first shot of the evening, this first drink, man. Everybody, welcome to the show. This is for you. Oh boy. So for the fun topics, this one I thought was pretty hilarious. I thought this was pretty hilarious. So some cats got by some Payless shoes. Did y'all see that?
Yeah,
Did y'all see that?
Yeah, I did.
Keep that joint.
All right, so well, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who have not seen it yet, for those who have not heard, apparently Payless is going viral for creating a fake luxury shoe store and selling those $35. Y'all remember how you used to get cut on? You used to cut on people who came in with Payless shoes and they was probably $19.99 back then. They sold these $35 shoes for much more than $35. Let's take a look, see what happened here. This is crazy.
The grand opening of a luxury store with a different name but the same shoes, and charged hundreds more for those same shoes. Customers paid. Here's ABC's Kana Whitworth.
Behold, Palessi. We built a fake luxury store in Los Angeles and filled it with Payless shoes. The guests at our grand opening party had no idea.
Guests invited to check out what looked like a luxury shoe shop.
They're elegant, sophisticated.
I just think it's so classy.
And I could tell it was made with high quality material.
A $35 shoe going for $645, an
Wow.
1,800% markup. Store owners sat on their heels as fashion influencers emptied their wallets.
I would pay $400, $500. Yeah, people are gonna be like, "Where'd you get those? Those are amazing."
Then they're let in on the prank.
These are actually from Payless.
Payless shoes. They held a grand opening.
Got him.
Got him.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the grand opening of Soup Poulet.
It's wow. I have so many things running through my mind right now. That's
They called it Palessi. Was that what it was called?
Yeah, something. And like only in Los Angeles can something like that happen. Only on Rodeo Drive. Only because first of all, if you put a Palesi in Towson Mall, niggas is not rolling into that without raised suspicion. Like, and I just like want people to do some research first because I'm almost guaranteed if they Googled the name, they probably would have seen some connections. I feel so many things.
But it's
Uh,
the new hotness.
That's what I'm
It's not
saying.
even
I feel like
it's
they were
not even
just
on
ready
Google
to get
yet.
on some new hotness.
yeah, and
And it's not. That's how hot it is. Not even on Google yet. It's hotter than that.
and listen, I was mad. I didn't come around like sooner because Payless shoes, as low as they go for, they if you can find what you're looking for, they sell or sold nice shoes.
They really did.
And it kind of makes me think about like Shaq. So when they created Shaq shoe, the Shaqs, like they could have charged $150 for it. He refused to let that happen because he wanted athletic shoes with a popular name on them to be accessible to everybody. So he, always kept the price low. And so, I'm of the belief that, just because the dollar sign is not exorbitant doesn't mean you're not getting something good out of it. So yeah, I feel so many things from that. But the first is hilarity.
I love to see people taking down a peg or two. Did you hear them in there? I pay $500 for it. I pay $600 for it.
This just looks like it's made from good quality.
Look like it's good. I mean, Payless, again, to your point though, Payless does make good quality shoes. So they do.
Yeah, and that's different culture too, where people with money, they want to be the one that spent the most. I mean, that's another thing. I mean, this story reminded me of Shaq. It also reminded me of Sunday's Message when he talked about the priceless stone story. So real quick, I'm gonna do the short version of it, right? So the father tells his boy to take this rock down at first to three places. The first one was a market, to the museum, and then to a precious stone store. And he was to say nothing when he got there, just have the rock. And when somebody asked, how much it was, the boy just held up two fingers and he didn't say anything. He just held up two fingers. So at the market, right, the boy held up two fingers and the lady was like, $2, I bet. And then at the museum, the person held up two fingers and I think it was like $2,000 or something like that, right? And then when he got to the precious stone store, the boy held up two fingers and I think the guy said 200,000 or something like that, something crazy, right? So it made me think it's the same rock, just in a different environment. So if you're looking at it that way, that same rock in a different environment, the value of it changed. So it got me even thinking about, us as people, if we value ourselves, right? It's like, what environment are you putting yourself in? If you want to get to, a certain level of achievement or accomplishment, or just, valuing yourself. So,
Preach.
That's what I got.
That's a good point, because if you, man, Rich coming with the word, man. He coming with the inspiration. We're gonna have to change his name, man. He's just gonna have to be the inspirational.
Oh man,
the inspirational. Apparently, who apparently had on some Palesi's over the weekend. I don't know this for sure.
Lamar definitely did.
I don't. But it appears that.
Who broke out them Pro Wing classics?
Hey, I sure did.
Bust out them XJ 900s.
That's the college choosing violence.
It's a ball game though when it's your money. Let me tell you something. It's different when it's your money. So, when it's my money, I'm gonna pay less. Fuck you guys.
You going Palesi?
I'm going Palesi, dog. I'm going to the original Palesi, bro, where shit is marked down 90%. 900% markdowns. I think it
crazy to
says a
see
lot
people
about
actually
people.
spent their
It
money
says a
on
lot
that
about
joint
people
though.
and what they're willing to. Yeah, I was just about to say what they're willing to spend their money on. Like, you know, somebody said that it was they were expensive shoes and they were worth $650, and people said, okay, well, okay.
Yeah.
What must
Some
that
people
be like,
just
man?
aspire. Some people just aspire to, that's just it becomes a hobby for them, I guess. If they got the money, it becomes, hey, I want to be the first to have it. And so I need to, if it costs this much, it must be.
And they
This
don't think
Is
price,
that
it
how
must be.
is that how Kanye sell his shit?
people don't think for themselves.
You're right.
You know, not straight up. Like, is that how Kanye sell his shit? Because
I don't
was
know,
that
but
you that told me about that story?
Bro, yeah, I was telling you a little bit about that one. So apparently Kanye has a collab with the Gap by Balenciaga. So he got mad that his stuff was on hangers, and he wants people to have the struggle of what it feels like to be homeless. So he requested that all of his clothes be put in not trash bags. He said they're construction bags because he wants to make them easily accessible. But if you want people to feel like you're homeless, in my opinion, I feel like you're trying to get rich off of somebody else's misfortune. What's up with that, Kanye?
What?
Yeah. I think we need to get into it.
Pause. I'm sorry. Pause. Wait. I'm sorry. How much does Kanye West clothes cost? Can somebody get that? Can somebody pull that up? How much is a Kanye outfit? Because I know the shoes are
I
like
don't know, but I remember those
$500.
zombie outfits was going for like thousands of dollars or something. I remember them zombie outfits.
And they
I'm
were
gonna pay
buying
thousands
them
of dollars. I'm gonna pay thousands of dollars for the experience of being homeless and not having thousands of dollars. Is that
Part
what?
of me think that's part of that supportive network, right? So it's like you're supporting him. I don't want to say just because, but I mean
Because he's Kanye? Are we supporting him because he's Kanye? Because he's black?
Kanye.
Yeah, I got your prices.
It's the
You know,
interpretive
kinda like-
dance of support.
What's the prices, bro?
So a couple of things. So a long fur coat is approximately $3,060 US. Camouflage trench coat, 2,500.
What?
Quilted camouflage jacket, just under 2,000. And it's the lowest thing I've seen on here is 1,400. Yeah, a thermal tank top is approximately $307.
Wait, a thermal tank top. So you don't know if you're going to be hot or cold for $3,000.
No, just 300. A tank top, just for 300.
That's insane. No,
Forgive him, Father, for he knows not what he does.
No, he totally knows what he does. Every time somebody buys something, he's like,
Gotcha, bitch.
every time.
And they siphon it up like hot biscuits on Sunday service, man.
Oh, dude.
My God. Do we have a do we have a clip for this? We do have a clip. Hold on, hang on. Hold on. He defended this. This is the one you said, right, Q?
He actually defended why he wanted his clothes like that.
No, he didn't.
Y'all still interviewing him though. That's the.
Let's look at it.
Okay, all right.
Do you understand? Some people have felt that putting clothes in bags is insensitive, perhaps, to homeless and other people.
Look, man, I'm an innovator, and I'm not here to sit up and apologize about my ideas. That's exactly what the media tries to do. Make us apologize for any idea that doesn't fall under exactly the way they want us to think.
He told me that we should not clown the creators, in his words, or the innovators, because that will make innovators and other designers and people who design and invent things less brave. He also points out that these are not garbage bags, as has been reported, but large construction bags. The reason he put the clothes in there, they're folded, is to make people be able to just informally reach in and help themselves with what they want to buy. He says his goal is to make life easier and informal so that we can all basically dress in the dark.
This is like not a joke. This is not a game. This is not just some celebrity collaboration. This is my life. You know, I'm fighting for a position to be able to change clothing and bring the best design
That's what
to
we
the
do
people.
now.
The best design, the best. I mean, what is this? Is this like 10,000 thread count or something? Why? What? Why does it cost? How much does it cost to make that? And like, where's the money going? And like, are sizes in the same bag, or are they separated in different bags? Because then
Everything's in the
I would
same
find
bag.
it hard to like sift through a bag to find my size. So maybe they're in different. Okay, so there's so many questions.
So many.
So I did look into it further. Everything, as far as sizes, are all put into the same bag. So you practically have to go in and dig through bags to find what you want.
But then, like, what if you wanted to like wear that thing right away? So after you've dug through it, isn't it like super wrinkled because it's been mashed
That's the point.
into
the
an
point.
industrial strength bag?
No, that's the point. That's the point. Homeless people don't have irons, apparently.
Like, apparently, like with today's fashion, coats have 6 arms now.
I is confusion.
The point is, feel what it feels like to be homeless.
As soon as he said, "Look, man, yeah, that was
you knew it was all downhill from there."
Spend thousands of dollars to sift through a construction bag to all right.
He was mad that his clothes was on hangers.
Why do you have that much time to feel?
Like,
here's the simple solution to let it, like, you know, he's saying, you know, don't downplay the creators, this, that, and the third. I mean, people have opinions. Everybody's got an opinions, you know.
That's how we went to college with our stuff in a trash bag.
Yeah,
but at the same time,
that's not creative. That's not creative.
Oh my gosh,
we put our clothes in a trash bag to move.
Big facts.
Don't buy it. If y'all go out here and buy that, y'all are letting him know that his creative ideas are just, you know,
that's enabling.
They're golden,
bro. It'll never be me.
Enabling.
We're enabling him.
We'll get. I think we're gonna get into that later too.
Yeah, enabling. And oh boy, so
well, hell, we might as well go there now.
You know what? I don't know. Like, I'm looking at some of the comments. Like, Kanye is right for saying that he doesn't want people like that want to be innovators to feel afraid, but at the same time, you have to understand a clear point between a great idea and some dumb bullshit. Kanye, that's some dumb bullshit.
Yeah.
Point
blank,
period.
Don't be offending these innovators.
Is 75%? Is 75% of that money that they pay for the clothing going to homeless people? This is a question.
That's a good question.
Hello. Can we get an amen? Can we get an amen? Seriously? Because then honestly, I'd be okay with doing the rummaging through the trash bag. Hell, I'd be okay with the crazy ass price tags. But we know that money every single time, yo. He's just like, cha-chang, I'll take these.
Gotcha, bitch.
Every time.
That part.
Anyway, all right. Enough of Kanye. I agree with no wire hangers though. That's not no wire hangers. Okay. Before we get into the headline topic, hold on. There's a couple things. Like I said, a lot happened in the 2 weeks that we were gone.
Wait a minute.
So, okay, this is quick. Meg the Cheater. Y'all heard about that one?
How what?
Have you heard about Meg the Cheater?
Like, as in, like,
allegedly
cheated?
Yeah, like Meg the Stallion cheated.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I don't know.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's,
So
that's
apparently
gotta be alleged. Her dude basically like lives on tour with her.
I mean, no, not cheated on her boyfriend. I mean, like cheated
Oh,
like
not
on her homework,
relationship,
like
but-
school wise.
Like school.
Yeah, like she cheated in school.
Who didn't? Next topic. Next topic.
You know, big facts, man. First of all, it's probably a reach. Meg said some crap to the girl, and the girl clapped back saying, you know, well, I did your homework, I guess. Yeah, I mean, raise your hand if you know somebody didn't do your homework at some point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay. It is what it is,
I guess.
Yeah.
And that's the energy I'm suggesting we all go with on that particular thing. Now there'll be plenty of different things to rip on different people about. I'm sure she'll do something else, or something will happen that she'll be in the news for, but not this. I think this is a little silly, unless literally it's like somebody did her test for her or something like that, and like she actually committed academic fraud. If it's something like that, all right, but
somebody took one of my tests for me. My line brother took one of my oral skills tests for me. Like, I literally took 2 sheets of paper, gave one to him. He already had one, so he put his answers on his and mine, and then gave it back to me. I put my name on it.
True.
Again, who ain't?
Hey,
who ain't?
Shit happens.
As much as we were paying to go to college, you think
that's really the problem? That's the real problem.
Spending in when I could just
Listen, it's that village mentality. I graduate, we graduate. What up?
Right. We all in this together, dog. We in this together. One team, one dream.
Man.
How y'all? Speaking of college, though, good segue. My bad, Rich. Go ahead. My fault.
I just said gang. Go ahead.
How y'all feel about this? Y'all getting the what is it? The student loan forgiveness. How y'all feel about that?
Mine were already forgiven, but I'm for it.
True.
Hey man. I got no issues with it. I got no issues with it, man.
I say about time.
And
get that money out of Sally Mae's clutches.
Yeah, and there are still parameters around who receives it, so
right.
It ain't just.
You know what,
I'm not against it, but I think it's horseshit. I think it's designed to continue to carry on votes over the next few years.
Well,
because really, in my opinion, if you're really gonna make the difference and really make do some damage, then probably the price to go to college shouldn't be so high. That's something that never gets talked about, the rising cost of going to school. And we ain't about to sit here and say that all has to do with the quality of education that people are getting, because that's not the case either. So that, I feel like it's a Band-Aid situation.
I mean, I definitely agree with you on that one. Like, coming firsthand as a current student, like, bro, my first semester of school just for 2 classes was $7,000. So yeah, like, if you really want to do something, come down off these prices, because now I feel like this whole decision is causing turmoil, especially for people who already paid their dues, paid their loans. They're like, all right, everybody that's in school with loans now getting forgiven. What about the rest of the people that had to struggle and pay theirs off?
I just wonder what kind of job you get. What kind of job you can get that requires you to have $250,000 in student loans? You know what I'm saying? Like I just what like how much does a job pay that requires you to get $250,000 in student loan debt? Seriously, I'm asking.
I think that's a very variable question because again, you have the option like of doing community college and like smaller schools. If you're gonna go to a school for its name, then they are gonna hit you over the head for $70,000 a year to attend. So I can get a job that pays just as well if my degrees for, you know what I'm saying, whatever, like mass communications at community college, mass communications at a 4-year cheaper school, mass communications at an Ivy League is still mass communications. And you still need some networking and some, you know, like stuff on top. So it's just very like it's a big variable, but
yeah, I would question the value based on price for the degree, especially nowadays.
Well, school is a business, so I mean,
that part.
You gotta think about a lot of the factors, right? You gotta think about who's paying the light bill, who's paying the groundskeepers, who's paying all the different behind the scenes things that you don't see. Then you got to move to the workers, who's playing, starting with the cleanup crew, moving on to the security, moving on to the teachers, the deans, all these people, right? And then once you get up into that area, right? I mean, you talking about paying these salaries. What's going to bring the best professors and deans, to your university? And so once you get into that arena, I mean, there's something driving the cost of that tuition, right? And so also it's probably the lack of state funding, like you were talking about, Trey. You were talking about it should be on the front end instead of the back end. Right now it's on the back end where they talk about, oh, we're gonna pay your student loans off, and there is
And
some
I
truth
question the
to what you're
validity of
saying,
that too, because that money doesn't just
there
disappear.
is some truth
You know what I'm saying?
to why now? Why come up with this now? Are you trying to, are you fishing for votes?
Right,
Why
right,
did it take
right, right.
so long? But at the same time, has it taken so long for the majority, or has this already been done to certain people of affluence already, who have already had loan forgiveness?
Who has?
Well,
the white was
like
it
on
White
a
House?
federal loan level.
Yeah, so the White House got real petty and started like posting. So every Republican that complained about the loan forgiveness, they then released the information about how much they got in loan forgiveness from their PPP loans. So it's not something that the rich haven't benefited from already. It's loan forgiveness. And I do think money.
So there's already think about it this way. Think about it this way, right? If you know who knows the route to escape taxes by burying his wife on his golf course, I mean, allegedly, because this was said that he buried his wife on the golf course in order to, right, be classified as XYZ, in order to again escape certain taxes, right?
Fake news. It's fake news.
There's there's loopholes that we still probably don't even know about that are being taken advantage of by people that already know those tricks to the trade, that pay those lawyers to find out those things. So there's already been there's already all types of benefits for different aspects of working in government, or even if you're with a private firm, a private business. Once you get to a certain level, there's already all kinds of benefits. So I think it's what you're saying is true, right? parts of that is true. Is like, okay, why now? Sounds like you're fishing for votes, right? But at the same
Well,
time,
that and they're I mean, even their own economists are saying that the benefits of this are going to be gone in by 2024. What's 2024? An election year. I'm just saying.
hey, I'm not knocking what you're saying.
I'm just beware. That's all I'm gonna say. Beware of being pimped out.
Well,
That's all
both
I'm gonna
sides
say.
pimp you out. So.
On both sides. Just beware. Just beware. Anyway, speaking of being pimped out, we got moving on to our headline topic here. We got the targeting of rap lyrics. So y'all get ready for this one. This is interesting. This is interesting. Fulton, I read the headline. Fulton County DA responds to claims that she's targeting members of the hip hop community by using rap lyrics in RICO cases.
Yep, I heard about this one.
I heard about this one. Anybody want to elaborate before we go ahead and take this shot?
Let's get into it. I mean, it's pretty simple, straightforward. Bama's get on the mic and rap about something, and then what you say gets used against you. Now, I mean, is it, I'm pretty sure, if you go before a judge, you're still gonna need like hard evidence, but I mean, you just gotta watch what you say.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it, y'all. Cups in the air, baby. It's shot o'clock, dog. Let's go. Well. Okay. This is gonna be fun. There we go. A bad click. I clicked the wrong window. All right. Bet. Here we go. So let's hear what she got to say, and then let's get into it.
Send me the drops. We'll kick in the house. If we steal a car, we're going to take off the tag. Well, they're kicking indoors, committing home invasions. And now I'm using those lyrics that they're admitting to doing that. I'm going to continue to do that. People can continue to be angry about it. I have some legal advice. Don't confess to crimes on rap lyrics if you do not want them used, or at least get out of my county. I'm not targeting anyone, but however, you do not get to commit crimes in my county and then decide to brag on it. Would you do that for a form of intimidation and to further the game and not be held responsible? One of the lyrics used in this indictment, just one of the lyrics is me and my crew striking in all black. Send me the drop. We'll kick in the house. If we steal a car, we're going to take off the tag. Well, they're kicking indoors, committing home invasions. And now I'm using those lyrics that they're admitting to doing that. I'm going to continue to do that. People can continue to be angry about it. I have some legal advice. Don't confess to crimes on rap lyrics if you do not want them used, or at least get out of my county.
Mama DA.
Is it fair or is it foul?
Listen, if so, some people, okay. Yes, rap is an art, right? It is an art. Do some rappers lie? Absolutely. But when you are rapping about something and that something is actually happening, I mean, come on now, you're snitching on yourself. Yeah, but and at the same time, though, like I said before, though, it's still got to be. I don't know. I would feel like it still has to be, proven. Even though it's kind of like you're confessing right then and there.
I mean, yeah,
but at the same time,
it certainly strikes me as a confession.
come on. There's other things to rap about, or at least we got to get out of this you know I don't want to say gangster rap, but because I'll definitely listen to some gangster rap, just like
We all do. Yeah, we all do. Again, much like with the Meg situation. I mean, we all do. We all did.
yeah, but I wasn't doing it, so no, heck no. Like the beat, mostly
Right.
the beat for me. I was listening to the beat.
But I'm a call foul. I'm a call foul.
Ooh,
And
ooh,
I guess,
Foul.
okay.
Me here.
I guess it's because if we're gonna pick one, then why not all? And if we're just gonna talk those crimes, then why not all? Because before country music found its way into pop by employing a black gay skinny man to cross it over, their songs were about getting drunk and beating their wives and having affairs and all of that. So are y'all taking marriages to court for the use of lyrics about infidelity? Like it could exist in pop, in R&B, in whatever. Like if you're going to take lyrics, I mean, shoot, even a gospel artist who says I used to do this, but now I do this, there could be some crime in there. Y'all gonna take the gospel artist to court? Like that's it. I just pulling lyrics is slippery to me. And also like rappers be lying and they like make rap songs about rappers who be lying. So you ain't got
capping.
you ain't got no bodies
Okay.
and stop capping, but they done told
Okay.
the story about how they done shot up everything because somebody stepped on their sneaker. So
But wouldn't that lead other rappers to say that this ain't no rap shit, this is real shit? Wouldn't
they
that
do.
lead them to do that?
And some of them
Well, if they do, then wouldn't they be literally confessing or talking about what they're doing?
Or okay, so maybe I misunderstood the question. I thought you were saying, aren't there like rappers who say something to these like lying rappers that
No,
this ain't?
they do, but what I'm saying is, wouldn't that make new rappers come out and want to be the one that raps their real shit? So if they're rapping about, robbing and killing niggas and that kind of shit, they they don't want it to be capped, because there's a respect level for it not being capped, right? Or, allegedly,
In the streets.
And
In the
yeah. That's
But-
what
but
I'm
not
saying.
with
That's
the-
what I'm saying.
But not with the people who buy your albums, which if they capping about their lifestyle, all they care about is how many CDs they can sell and how many concerts they can sell out.
Well, I guess the question is then, if so, I guess if you have, obviously you have the, you have studio rappers or whatever, say shit for the sake of saying shit, but if you do have the ones that are rapping their life, like what they do, what they've done, or what have you, and they do say something wild, excuse me, and then subsequently they also end up in some case of some sort where you could go back to that and them saying, nah, this ain't no rap shit. I'm not saying this for entertainment. I ain't saying it for clicks and views. I'm saying it because it's real shit. And then it happens to be something like that. Is it that the same thing?
Something like is not the same thing. And I guess that's just me being particular.
Okay.
The only one I will say, it called about a week ago. Like they literally wrote out every step of that. And like that's like to me the only way I can see it being traceable to like literally, well, how did he fall down when he was shot? What's the positioning of it? Like they every step in the song.
I mean, but if that's what happened in these songs, and that's the same, isn't that the same thing?
But that's not the majority of other songs. And maybe because she said it's a Fulton County thing, so maybe this is like a local rapper. But like,
well, I think it's talking about specific rappers that they have locked up for what an insert crime here, who also subsequently did a rap lyric about said crime.
I bet you wasn't none of them big time.
Well, I don't know.
Okay,
Somebody
so
Google that. That's possible. Somebody Google that.
well, here's the thing, right? You were mentioning, country music and all of that, and here's the thing. If somebody was beating on their wife and sings a song about it, if somebody was doing something and makes a song about it, and it's true and it's found out that it's true, yes, prosecute them.
Yeah.
If it's true, yeah, no,
So
you don't get.
So
No,
no problem with that. I guess for me, I just then don't then don't say rap. Say like any artist who like take the rap part out, because then that's the part that feels weird. If you're going to
But I don't think
whatever,
there's no like country artist in this particular instance. There's not a country artist that's on trial.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Like
I get where Kev's going. I get where Kev's going, right? But this is, like you're saying, LB, it's a particular case where a particular rapper or rappers in that county have been rapping about crimes, and those crimes have actually been happening.
committed, right?
And I doubt that they would have been bothered if those crimes weren't actually being committed.
Right.
No, I got it. Like, I understand the whole thing for that specific area in Fulton County. However, in a general setting, I feel like that's going to be a big can of worms, man. And that's definitely one big slippery slope, because you got some of these rappers that's out here now rapping about killing and robbing, and they ain't even held a gun in their hand. The closest thing they had was laser tag.
Well, are they talking about what they would do?
No, but then you still have to look at if they have ghostwriters. Maybe it's their ghostwriters' lives, and they get in the mic like, "Yo, this gonna be some hot shit on my album. Let me go ahead and spit this 16." The next thing you know, you getting investigated.
But again, I think you would still have. I don't think anybody's. They just kind of surfing rap lyrics and saying, "Ha ha, they said something about robbing a motherfucker. That's the one. Go lock him up." I don't think it's that, but I think it seems to be more retroactive. Like they've already been arrested, they've already been a suspect, and then that's what it seems to me. I could be wrong, but that's what it seems to me.
I get it.
I see what you're saying. It's already a record, and so you go ahead and slip up, we can catch you.
Now, I want to be clear to Kev's point. If it were like, say, she had a division in Fulton County Police Department that strictly listened to rap lyrics to see if anything matches up with any crimes that happen to maybe be committed, then I would say, yeah, that's targeting, and that's a foul. That's foul, right?
So what if we had a division that was keeping an eye out or listening for any crimes that would be committed against the United States? What if we had a group of individuals whose sole job was to be looking out for information that's passed, or words that are used, or suspicious characters that would endanger the lives of people in the United States?
You mean
Is
Google?
that
You mean Facebook? You mean the FBI? I mean the FBI that made Facebook? Oh, wait, what? What?
Google.
Yeah, you feel me? Like
These allergies, man.
But
that
how to protect your internet, man.
Would they be like decades too late? Like, look at some of the songs that's coming out in other in previous generations. Like, I know everybody used to party to one reggae song, one dancehall song, but they were openly admitting that they were shooting and killing homosexual people in Jamaica in the song. Meanwhile, everybody is like heel toeing, two-stepping, and dirty winding to the stuff. So, are you saying we're going to open up a federal investigation on that song too?
I mean, if it came down to that, I suppose, yeah. If you wanted to go into the missing persons and find out who all got and make the connection, I say go for it. I'm fine with that. Like seriously, like if you're gonna go do the shit and you're gonna go talk about it, and then somebody says, "Hey, you said this. Remember that day?" You know what I'm saying? And you actually did that thing.
I get it. I can
Is R.
agree with
Kelly
that
still in
point.
jail?
R. Kelly is still in jail.
Definitely still in jail.
I was just wondering.
Making TikToks.
Because he did actually do that thing that
those things.
Those he did.
Not that thing. He did those things.
He did the Oshkosh Mawash and some more stuff.
I was just wondering.
I mean, he did. The problem is he did an Oshkosh Bagosh, and that's the problem. And that's the problem. Anyway,
what we got next? What we got?
That's it. Oh man. Yep. Hey, let's look at this one real quick. If rappers leave Atlanta, it would have a negative ripple effect on the local economy. True. Some of their other businesses and industries would be affected as well. True.
Like LeBron when LeBron left Cleveland.
I was just thinking that.
The city, the state, their revenue
dropped tremendously.
Well, that's because the best team that the state of Ohio had is LeBron James.
The best team.
The best team that the state of Ohio had. And well, the Ohio State University and LeBron James. The Ohio State University football and LeBron James. That's
I was
it.
going to say. I was. Yeah.
That's it. Whole damn state. Whole state of Ohio. LeBron James made the city of Cleveland more money in Ohio than like the Cleveland Browns did. The Cleveland Browns lost so much money they became the Ravens. All right. Okay. All right. You're right. That's enough.
Wait, you mean they became like the Baltimore Colts?
Oh. Yes, you gotta love it. Okay, all right. Let's, it's shot o'clock, man. Let's do it, man. Let's get another one in there. Let's go. Get your cups ready, baby. It's shot o'clock, dog. Let's do it.
Yeah, third.
Next topic here. This is an interesting one. All right, the ladies have been kind of quiet today. This is probably going to wake them up a little bit.
Ooh, buddy.
I got a couple of videos, a couple of angles to go through on this one. So
got angles on the video.
Yeah. Got to make sure we get the angles. Got to make sure we get the right angles. Here's what I will start out saying though. This is started by a video where the brother basically said that he prefers his women to be between the ages of 21 and 25.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Oh shit! I need to find that. on the soundboard. Say no more. We're gonna have that for next season. This good shit. All right. Anyway, come to there, baby. Let's get it, man. Let's talk about these younger women. Okay, so another thing to add for context, and I don't have the picture, so I'm gonna just mention this real quick. I saw on my Facebook timeline a couple days ago, it was a story about a headline about Leonardo DiCaprio, I believe, and about how he had broke up with, another young lady, I guess. And it showed a chart, I guess a graph or what have you, of his last 15 or so girlfriends and how none of them were over the age of 25. In fact, they all range between the ages of 21 and 25. Now, before I go to this video, gentlemen, in general, thoughts about that age range in dating. Do we have any? Everybody's like, what? Uh,
21 to 25 was a fun
Each range is what I consider more the exploratory age. I mean, like you haven't been out on a date and seen enough to quite know, okay, yeah, this is my cup of tea. This what I'm going for. So it's like you're more open at that point of more ventures. So it's like their brain and the thought process of what they picture or visualize as a relationship can kind of be molded at that point in a sense.
and it seems that's where he's going with that too. Seems that's where he's going with that too. Let's take a look at this and break it down from there, fellas. Here we go.
Love young women.
Slayer. Pause. I just want to say that's an odd place to put that sound effect after that statement. All right. Okay. All right. I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm through.
21 and 25.
21.
21 and
You're 33.
I'm 33 years old. It's been the best fucking experience.
I think I know why.
The best experience. Like, these women typically very malleable, right?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Very cooperative, extremely cooperative, right?
Kevin Samuels Jr.
Exciting. No, listen.
For sure.
No, let me tell you, because I'm just being very honest about my experience. Like, they don't have many negative experiences. So they do truly give you grace. I fucking love young women.
Okay. Gentlemen, while we're pondering, everybody's pondering. Y'all hear this? All right. Everybody's got to think about this.
No, I'm thinking about how much I think he's a douche.
Speak on it. Your world. You got first up. I need another shot. Where's my bottle? Go ahead, Q. Your world.
I need a whole new bottle. Like, just for me and my experience when it came to dating, it just makes it seem like he's preying on young girls who really haven't come across being in a relationship and coming across what they think is bad or what doesn't agree with them for a relationship. So it's almost literally like taking candy from a baby in a sense, because he's saying that the woman doesn't know like pretty much anything, like bad experience, to say, no, this isn't what I'm going to tolerate. So you're pretty much going in doormat relationships. Like, you're stepping all over these girls and taking advantage of them because they don't know what a real relationship looks like yet. That's why I say he's looking like a douche.
Just an episode of SVU.
You say it again. I heard you, but say it again.
It's an episode of SVU. So like when they turn 26, do you like throw them away? I'm just like I don't understand. I don't understand, and I actually don't understand. I was about to say but nope.
Nope. You got nothing.
I don't understand.
Go ahead, LB. Go ahead, LB.
I don't know. There's again, there's so many questions that I have, right? The first thing that pops in my head is, that all right, you're 33, and 21 to 25 while legal. And I wouldn't necessarily call them babies, but I would say that they are still growing and going through maturing in their adult phases, right? Like Q was saying, finding out what they like, what they don't like, but and just having fun. And I'm not gonna say all, right? I'm not gonna say all because it's his experience was specific. But it would be that part where is he being truthful in if is he being truthful with them and what he's you know the type of relationship that he's trying to be in with them. Because if he's being truthful up front on the table, then that's what the female is signing up for. Now, when I look at this guy, though, I mean, being 33 years old, I'm wondering if he's stuck in that same time for that same, college mindset. Has he matured as a man? Because I don't know, me, uh, growing up, just being honest with you, growing up, I always was attracted to older women, because I liked, how they carried themselves and I liked the maturity and things, man, I liked older women growing up. And so yeah, I feel like, is it that he's afraid of a challenge? I mean, I don't know. Is he afraid of somebody that's going to challenge him on thought process, challenge him on, you know, different things that he does? I mean, eh, like I said, 33 years old. Are you stuck? Are you stuck at that mindset of 21 to 25?
Sounds like somebody who's scared of hearing the word no.
Yeah, yeah. See, I have a few concerns with what he said. So I gotta admit, when I first heard it, I was like, true. I listened to it a second time, um, and I heard a couple of things that resonated with me, and then that in a negative way. And one of those things was they're very malleable and they're very forgiving, right? um to I think Q's point, they don't know what they don't want yet. They don't know what they don't like yet, right? And that to me sounds manipulative. That to me seems, dare I say, predatory, right?
Indeed.
I can't. I just like, again, it brings up many questions. At 26, does that mean it's over at 26? Is at 25? At 25, when they start asking more questions, when they start resisting a little bit more, because women are gonna resist. You know what I mean? Like, people are gonna resist. Like, we're not always gonna agree on everything. We we're all on the same page, but we resist sometimes. There's resistance between us sometimes. So there's gonna be that. So yeah, it seems very manipulative to me. It seems very uh I'm concerned. I'm concerned.
Cringeworthy.
And it's very cringeworthy. And and I'm a girl dad. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm looking at that as, well, this is potentially my 21 to 25-year-old. You know what I'm saying? And so, no, I'm not okay with that. And the last thing I'll say on this is, Kev, I think you were one of y'all were alluding to this point. What is the end game? Because at a point, when we're dating, there has to be an end game. The end game should be, after a certain point. The end game should be marriage. I mean, really, really, in general, the end game should be marriage. But certainly, after a certain point, after a certain age, the end game should be marriage. I think, because if not, what's the point of dating? When, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to be dating. We don't have to be exclusive. You don't have to be my girlfriend for us to occasionally, go out on a date, take some shots and shake some sheets. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. And I was I was the one that was mentioning that, right? What's the goal here? What's
Yeah,
the
what's the end game?
what's what truth are you giving these women? Because if that's your track record, if that's what you want to do, that's on you and females that accept what you are telling them. But if not, that's very manipulative if you're leading them on for it to be something that it's not going to be. And then once they hit 26, the 26th birthday, it's peace out. I'm gonna go find this 21-year-old. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, let's get to some of these comments real quick. Rich, I think this one was for you. Older women are more confident, more self-assured. That's true. And have been through some things and tend to understand their worth and therefore are less willing to put up with the bull. That's true. That's true. I think people in general, as they get older, are just less willing to pull up with stuff. You're older, you've been through more, you experienced more, you know game when you see it, when you hear it. So yeah,
You don't want
absolutely.
to time is a precious commodity. And as you get older, you are less and less inclined to waste your time.
That's right. That's right. And we all have a finite number of minutes and seconds out here, and I don't got time to be wasting them. You feel me? So yeah, that's a very good point. And a lot of men don't like that. Well, what are y'all thoughts on that? How have y'all felt about women like that are more, let me try quarter, confident, self-assured, been through some things?
I mean, for me, that's attractive. Like, if you know what you want, what you're not going to stand for, and you're firm in that, that's attractive. This is why I said this dude was a douchebag, and he was giving me very, like, cringeworthy vibes. Because at this point, I'm starting to, like, reconsider what he considers malleable. So, are you saying, like, you just going to go out here and just be slinging with 21 and 25-year-olds, and then just tell your main one that's at the house, like, oh, babe, I'm sorry I was late. I stayed over at work and did some overtime, and she's just gullible enough to be like, okay, because she's not going to pry and dig like an older, mature woman that's not going to stand for any old lie. Like, bro,
The interesting thing, I would probably argue that the younger woman's probably more likely to go digging.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I honestly don't think the younger ones would pry as much as the older ones, because I
You don't
think
think
the older
so?
ones have a little bit more experience, and they have that spirit more of discernment of, this is a red flag. Let me just get out of this, or let me look into it. Compared to a younger one, no, I don't think she's going to look into it like that. Compared to a woman that's already been through to see the signs, no.
I don't know. I feel like
I don't know about that one.
I feel like a younger woman would be more likely to jump in and go dig. And I feel like an older woman is either going to say, "Yeah, I know it, and I don't give a shit," or, "Oh yeah, he's doing that. All right, cool.
I already
I'm
got
out."
my starting five.
Yeah, I already got my starting five too. Because we ain't about to
What
sit
you
here and
don't
act like
know
women
is
don't have a starting five. We're not about to sit
what
here
you don't
and act like women don't have a starting five, yo.
No, I'm not saying that the older ones are going dig. I guess it's more of they know the red signs, the red flags to be like, okay, you know what? I've been through this before. I know what this leads to. Let me make this exit. Compared to a 21 to 25-year-old that's still in that self-discovery phase, she's not going to look that deep into it or give it that much thought.
Yeah. This kind of the end game point. There's no longevity in this type of dynamic. There can't be. Because people are going to grow up, and when you grow up, you formulate more of your own opinion. You begin to become more set in your ways, whatever those ways may be. So, that's concerning. Now, granted, he's only 33. I'll be more concerned when he's 43. If he's still talking about 21 to 25, I'll be even more concerned then. But I would argue this is a red flag at bare minimum.
Well, of course, there are those out there there are those out there, 40, 50, 60.
Yeah.
70.
Y'all
Listen,
see
that part, Jasmine.
Y'all see that?
All the way.
Y'all see that? Listen, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, so, all right. Let me find this real quick. The table, the tables have turned a bit. The tables have turned just a bit. Yeah, you're right. Women are, especially younger women, they're at least attempting to be the ones running the game before game gets run on them, right? So let me go to this real quick. Here we go. I found it. All right, yeah. The young ones, the women nowadays, man, they the ones, they the scammers. They finna get you, mess around and get with them one good time.
Gotcha, bitch.
Not all, some, you know.
No, not all, not all.
Not all.
Listen, let
classes
me
out there, right? They got
let me
classes.
just as a disclaimer say nothing is ever true of everybody, but everything is true of somebody.
Disclaimer.
All the time.
Okay. Nothing's true of everybody, but everything's true of somebody. Okay, here we go.
But there are classes out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's take a look at this. How the tables have turned, right? I think this is an interesting point. There's 3 different points here, but let's just look at it and decipher from there. Good old Twitter, always there for us.
I just think it's funny how the tables have turned. It used to be men with such high standards of what they wanted in a woman. But plot twist, these women are demanding more, no longer accepting the bare minimum, no longer accepting bottom of the barrel shit. We have standards now, and these men are hurt by it.
All right, pause.
This lady with the neck tattoo.
Before we get into this lady with the neck tattoo.
Because that scared everything I heard before it out of me.
This actually, I paused it in a weird ass spot, man. Look at this shit, man. This is kind of
yeah, a little lazy eye going on, a little glaucoma, a little got the little humpback and Notre Dame eye going on. It almost looks like she got a reverse mullet. All right. Anyway, she's coming down from a smile.
Man, that was funny. Anyway, so on the first parts of that, we'll get to her part later, but on the first parts of that, thoughts. Do men not have high standards, or are women now the ones coming in with higher standards? Are men, and I want to particularly ask the single fellas here, are we actually intimidated by that? What are your thoughts?
I wouldn't necessarily say that me personally am intimidated by a woman that has standards. And we have to be clear because everybody has their own idea of what they think standards are in a relationship. Some people think they know what standards are, and they're just heavily enforcing their ideologies of what a relationship is instead of standards. So they go by a cookie cutter mold of what they see or what they believe the perception of a relationship is, and then they perpetuate that on men. That's not actually a standard per se, but what I get from it is, I guess we've always had some sort of standard in a relationship, but it's more projected more now than it was then of what they believe. I don't think necessarily that I would be intimidated. No. You know what you want in a relationship, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just as long as you're not leading on a game, I'm all for it.
Big text.
So we she said, did she say that men don't have high standards anymore? I'm not your average man, right? So I can't speak for all, right? My standards have always been, high, always had high standards. But I think she might be confusing, what we're willing to wife and what we're willing to have fun with. That was like the best way I could put it. But you know what I'm saying? It's like you got to understand is that men put things in boxes. We have compartments.
Yeah.
If you don't fit into this wife category, you're going into this category, this box, or you don't want to be in that box. I'm just saying, like,
some
and
boxes you don't want to be in. That's for sure. There's definitely some boxes you
we
don't want to be in.
we don't.
There could
Well,
definitely be some bad
some
boxes, man.
some do mix and mingle. Like they take this box and put this box over here, and it's like then you find out that you wasn't supposed to do that. But
You
anyway,
weren't supposed to be
right?
in that box in the first place, you know.
But we don't
Sometimes you got to stay away from the open
mix
box.
and mingle and spaghetti that. Like you thinking because we chose these type of women to do certain things with as our high standard. No, that was just what we were doing at that time. Like
That was as we lay. We was here for one night.
did you
One
get
night
taken home
only.
to mom and pop? Did you get introduced to the fam? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't confuse, the play around stuff with, a man willing to put a ring on it. Now, with that being said, I don't think that men's standards have really changed. I really don't. I don't think men's standards have changed. And I have women's standards changed? Are they, expecting more?
Ladies in the comments, y'all let us know. Do y'all think
I can't answer
that
that.
men's
I'm not a
standards
woman.
have changed? I don't think so. I'm with you. I don't think our standards have changed. I think first of all, I think there's the standard, and then there's like the subjective standards that an individual person would have. So I mean, there's that part of it, right? So really, in the end, it's not that men don't have the same standard. Men do have the same standard. It's just you might not have been with no men. You know what I'm saying? Like you just might not have been with no men. You might have been with some adult males, and that's true. You know what I'm saying? But like somebody that's really gonna that understands the assignment, and that's why I said if we're dating, what is the end game here? What are we doing this dating? What are we doing this exclusivity thing for? Why am I only with you? What is that about? Because we don't have to do any of that if all we want to do is go hang out and occasionally get it in. What would you say?
Out. Go out. Get it in. Out.
Go
in.
go out and get see what he did. Hell yeah. Y'all see what he did there? Kev's here all night. Kev got the low eyes, man. If I ain't know no better, I think he was doing what I was doing.
That's the vibes.
Hey, where's is Yvette on? Yvette, shout out to Yvette for the gummy from a couple weeks ago when she was on and she had that super gummy that took her out, man. Big shout out to Yvette. We have fun on this show, y'all. Look, whatever, man, whatever floats your boat. Anyway, here for a good time. Here's a good question. Here we go. I asked the question of what women think. I think women are looking at things a tad bit different now. Well, that is a very good point. And what I'll ask real quick before we go into this next section of this video, and then we'll change subjects and get on out of here. What I'll ask is that fruitful to look at things different? In other words, has it been working out to look at things different? Who knows? I don't know. I'm asking honestly. Who knows?
Well, I mean, if we're pontificating,
I'm smoking, so I'm definitely pontificating at this point.
I think it's worked out better in the ways that people might not necessarily think of first. And it's
okay.
In a lot of those old stories we hear, women hung around for a lot of stuff that they shouldn't have, or like didn't deserve, because he's the primary breadwinner, or they were fearful like in their positions. So I think there was just a lot of tolerance of like less than treatment. I don't know.
Less than treatment. True. Well,
yeah, like you're my wife, but I own you.
While yes, I am aware that there were some people who probably took it that way in a negative light. Can we honestly say that most husbands looked at their wives as just another property, just another piece of property? Like are we suggesting then that, throughout the course of history, that, because in some, whatever twisted government or whatever it is, twisted rule, whatever it is, they, the wives are property. Do you think that the majority of men looked at their wives as a piece of property to be subjugated?
I can't say. I can't say. I can't say for sure. I mean, history, you know, would point to that. That's how it was. The further you go back, I don't want to say worse off it was for women, but
Years ago, it was worse off for everybody. So, people evolve, things evolve. I get that. Like years ago, things were worse for all of us. So I don't. Again,
it sounds like
I
we
don't
need to
think
have
men are
some
running
women
around. I
on
don't
this.
think that men have ever at any point run around here trying to and went out and slaughtered bears and shit like that. So that we can hold it over our women and say, "Ha ha, see, ha ha, now you must stay and sucky sucky." You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's what we did. Like, I think we did probably more did things for the woman that we love because we love them. You know what I'm saying? Like the family that we had because we loved our family, not because we had some evil master plot to hold everything up against women.
I guess that would also, because you said that, it made me think. I guess that would also depend on what culture that we're talking about, because some cultures, even today, still, you know, women are fighting for, the uh, do I call it rights or do I call it uh you know uh they I guess you'd call it like a progression. I don't know. Is that what it needs to be? Should they keep the traditional standards?
Well, I mean, we could argue that we haven't kept the traditional standards in the first place, and that's how we got here. So, I could make that argument. We haven't kept the traditional standards in the first place. That's how we ended up here. You know what I'm saying? Let me. I'm just. All right. Okay. All right. let's go to let's look at this real quick. This is her actual response is.
I just think it's funny how the tables have turned.
So it seems as if what I said in this video is currently being taken out of context. When I said that women are no longer accepting the bare minimum, I meant that coming over to chill is not considered a date. Just because you've spent money on me does not make you entitled to my body. Texting "what are you doing" every 2 hours is not considered communication, and not defining the relationship is no longer acceptable. No one said anything about him having to have the newest Benz, although it is important for him to at least have a vehicle, or for him to pay for my nails. All of that is superficial. I want to know that you value me and respect me, that you're emotionally intelligent and capable of deep empathy and communication. Can you be a positive influence in my life, or are you just another negative attachment? Are you supportive? Are you going to put an effort to see me creating time, making plans? If you aren't doing these things, then I can't consider you a partner.
Nope.
All right. Thoughts?
You see, you always say words have meaning. You know,
Words mean things. Yep.
Words mean things. So the first video, what she said was responded to because of the way that it was said. Like your delivery has meaning. Your like everything, you know, that's associated with the statement you make, even the timing that people receive the statement, because you know videos go viral for, you know what I'm saying, hitting the algorithm perfectly. So you know, the right temperament, the right person, the right time, the right, you know, message, and boom, you got something. But for her to take the time to actually articulate what she was trying to convey sounded 1,000 times better than what we got presented with. Even her tone, firm, but still softer than what we got the first time around.
Yeah. Definitely a lot different there. Q, what's your thought?
I mean, I'm glad that she still added clarity, even though something still kind of got foggy. And I know I've said this a couple episodes when it came to my ideal of relationship and who I think the right person should be. So I've said it before, like everybody isn't going to have everything, and she brought up a good point of not looking at materialistic things. But the first thing she mentioned was him preferably having a car. But everything else, like dinner and money, was materialistic. But who says that your Mr. Right is going to come with 4 wheels like a Mercedes Benz or anything on 4 wheels? Your Mr. Right might be trying to build up a business, might not have a car. His 4 wheels might be public transportation, but he out here hustling and doing what he need to do to take care of everything, and you overlooking him because you care about a car.
Go ahead, LB.
So I get what you're saying, Q. And that's, you know, that's her personal preference. And you know, you gotta respect that. I mean, if that's what you're looking for, and I mean, to be honest, a man is going to do what he needs to do if he feels like she's the one. He's going to do what he needs to do if he feels like she's the one. He's going to make time. He's going to, you know, be thoughtful. He's going to work on, you know, certain things to you know, pursue and to get her. So whether it's he has a car or not, like, I mean, LB, when we were online, did not one of us own a car, but we showed
one of
had
us. Not one of us.
So
boy,
the fact is, you know, if I'm this, if I'm put it, let me put myself in that position, right? I don't own a car, but I know I want to take her out on a date. I'm gonna hit up my, you know, I'm gonna use my resources. Hey, yo, you know, hey, bruh, let me hold your whip Friday night. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Yo, taking her out. You know, I'm gonna make that happen, especially if I feel like, you know, she's the one. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna listen.
You figure it
I'm
out.
gonna use all my resources and figure it out. And so, even with that, that might be what she's alluding to, is that, you know, she's looking for somebody to, or not, maybe she seriously does want someone who has a car, and that is what it is. I mean, it's, if that's what she's looking for,
I think having a car
it,
is it's a not a necessity, but it does make things
A
infinitely
hell of a lot
easier.
easier.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
A lot easier.
definitely, definitely, definitely.
yeah, yeah. I
I
like
wasn't gonna,
that you cleared that.
mention
I
it.
like that
I
you
wasn't
cleared it
gonna
up.
mention it, but I think I am gonna mention it.
Mention it. It's
It
Friday.
seemed like, so in that first video, did y'all see like her demeanor and like, you know, what she maybe I gotta look back, maybe I'm misreading it, but in that first video, she looked different than how she even looked and presented in that second video.
She was mad in the
You
first
know,
video.
well, I mean,
Just
even just
righteously
the
indignant.
even just the appearance, right? One seemed like,
Man, definitely
you
looked a
know,
little bit more polished in the second video.
That's true.
more,
That's true. That's true.
look at the second video, it was just all types of cleanup. Hey, maybe it's just coincidence. I don't know. Uh, but once you have a second to go back and see what you said yourself, you look back at what you said, hey, another thought that came to mind was, it's TikTok, it's social media. You, some of these videos, you can we even believe, you know, what's said on these
Yeah.
TikTok videos, man? It's
People they say things for clout. We be saying anything for likes and views and shares, and and when all else fails, bash the opposite sex, and if that doesn't work, get naked.
We live in the age and the time of clickbait. That's all I'm.
Yeah, I'll say this just to wrap it up. Like, you guys are right. Y'all took the words out of my mouth. You know, the second video makes a lot more sense, and it's a lot, it's better presented as well. And that just kind of generally speaks to communication overall, which is important in any relationship. Um, the ability to communicate with each other, to speak so that the other person hears you. So again, we didn't play the reaction to the first video, but her face, that twisted up face she was making, that face pretty much summed it up for all of us, right? But again, that's because it's how it's presented. Now, any those of y'all that know me personally know that I personally struggle with that, because I usually don't give a shit what you think. I'm gonna just tell you anyway. But at the same time, that's not always fruitful. Sometimes you say things and the other person doesn't hear you, and they're just words out in the open, and that doesn't always work. So to that point, the second video makes a lot more sense, and I don't think that that's a shift in mindset. To go back to our original point, I don't believe that that's a shift in mindset. That's just her preference. That's just what she looks for before she considers a partner, and that's fine. I think it's great for her to have a standard. I'd be concerned a woman that don't have a standard is a hoe. A man that don't have a standard is a hoe. Like, that's not, neither of the above make a husband or a wife. All right. All right. All right. I'm gonna stop preaching better than y'all saying amen. Anyway, let's move on, man. Last one, last shot of the evening, man. Y'all got y'all cups ready. I got enough for one more. We got one more in us. Get ready, Liz. What's good? Good to see you. I'm glad you were here. You came at the right time because it's shot o'clock, baby. Let's go. Get your cups ready. It's that time. Because y'all gonna damn sure need a drink after this one. I couldn't believe some of what I heard when I saw this one. If you saw the headline, you know where we're going. So let's get to it. Here we go. We going out with a bang on this one. Ladies and gentlemen, assuming we can still call you that, protect your kids. Protect your kids. Everything that's being said by the particularly the trans community, everything that's being said just about is being proven to be the exact opposite of what they're saying. You know, there was, and again, now let me be clear: you're as an adult, you are free to do whatever crap you want to do. Do what you want. I don't care. It doesn't make me no difference, right? But when you bring stuff to the kids, this is where I draw the line. Now, I may be the only one talking about this one during this segment, and that is fine. But this is something that I believe everybody needs to be aware of. It's not the kind of thing that we should just kind of turn a blind eye and a deaf ear to. So this is from a Boston Children's Hospital, and they're talking about how they perform, how they're gender affirming with children. So let's just watch.
Express themselves, and parents will often tell us this. We have parents who tell us that their kids, they knew from the minute they were born practically, and actions like refusing to get a haircut or standing to urinate, trying to stand to urinate, refusing to stand to urinate, trying on siblings' clothing, playing with the quote opposite gender toys, things like that.
They knew this from the time that
So I wanted to point that out. I'm not going to go into Ben Shapiro's thing. Y'all can watch that later. But I want to be very clear what's being said here. She said that parents have come in and told them that about their child's gender dysphoria or their sexual orientation at, that their child knew from birth.
So every male child that has ever tried on their mother's shoes should have just right then and there, they take them to the doctor and get them fixed. Okay.
Listen, because I would have been in the number. Okay.
What? At some point, you've tried on your mama's shoes, your daddy's shoes, your brother's shoes, your sister's shoes. At some
kids do silly shit.
Okay.
Period.
At some point, kids even picked up a Barbie doll during playtime. Did that automatically mean you need to rush them to the hospital too? Like, at this point, I think.
No, just trans him. He picked up a Barbie. He's totally a chick. He's totally a chick. Totally negate everything that you've known about him. Totally negate the potty training. Totally negate the diaper changes. All of that. He's totally a girl.
I mean, what does it even say about kids? To little boys that went to the kitchen sets during playtime because they wanted to be a chef.
I guess it says that they're now a domesticated woman, whatever those are.
Well, and actually, when the I forget, it was like the cooking set stuff had its little moment of of viralness. It was, men complaining about their sons having kitchen sets, and I was just like, why are we so insecure? I've never understood it. I've been known how to cook. How do you think we learn?
I know some great male chefs.
Yeah, you don't.
Right.
You don't learn by
Right.
putting your finger on the button.
It's listen, it's the most incredible thing. Like, you know, none of these things are set in stone that, you know, only boys can or only girls can or anything like that. The problem is that we have people that are feeding into this foolishness, right? They're enabling. Here we go. We talked about that earlier, right? They're enabling this stuff by not speaking about it. See, not evil prevails when good people do nothing. Right? It's because people are afraid to talk about. People are afraid to talk. People are afraid to talk about, you know, the transgender ideology. They're afraid to talk about the LGBT, etc. They're afraid to talk about that, right? They're afraid to be offensive and stuff like that. Listen, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I'm not about to sit here and BS anybody either. We're not about to sit here and act like a child who cannot be trusted. If a child can be trusted to change their gender, why aren't they trusted to vote? Why aren't they trusted with a firearm? Why can't they drink? Why can't they smoke weed? Why can't they buy cigarettes? Why can't they buy a house? Why can't they drive? I'm just saying.
I think.
What are we talking about, dog?
Gosh. And we've gone from train up a child in the way that they should go to
trans up
a child. That's what we are now. Trans up a child.
Let my child tell me everything that they need, that I need to know about them.
They read the books in the womb.
Oh man, I just
y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, this is what is happening in hospitals. Those y'all got kids. They're doing the stuff in schools too. They're doing it in the schools too. Don't worry. See, this season's about to be over, but y'all, there's gonna be some more stuff dropping there. Just keep an eye out. But yeah, they because again, I draw the line at attacking the kids with your delusion. That's where I draw the line. So yeah, every opportunity I get, you're welcome. Anyway, so how do homeless people feel about that? Oh, he's okay. What up, Clark? I was like, wait, what? This is, you know, the entire thing is crazy. Yes, exactly. Vic, what's good, man? Exactly. The all logic goes out of the window when we're talking about this agenda, and that's the problem. That's the problem. At no point do you treat a delusion by saying, yeah, whatever you're feeling, go with that feeling. At no point do you treat a mental illness with, yeah, those thoughts that you're having, go with those thoughts.
And they start to pick and choose.
It's because there's money in it. Let's call it what it is. By the way, y'all, if we get deplatformed all of a sudden, this is why. Because people don't like to talk about this touchy subject. I'm gonna talk about it though. Don't worry. Keep your ears open. Those of you who have ears to hear.
Now they have ears to see.
It's this money in it. Let me look at this one real quick. What's this? I think D Wade said that about Zion. Zion, is that his son's name? Zion? Or was Zion, right? Yeah. Him and his son. He ain't wrong though. There's certain types of women you should stay away from. I'm just saying. Jada. Anyway, that is what they said though, because now Kev, you're D Wade fan, like a general D Wade fan, like legit, like for his basketball and all of that.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he did say that that their son knew at the tender age of 3 that he was a girl.
That's wild.
At 3, you got how old is your son? Is how old?
My 3-year-old changes his mind on what he wants to eat for dinner every 2 minutes.
In the middle of eating dinner.
Yeah. As soon as the food gets finished, no, I want a quesadilla. No, you literally just told me you wanted salmon and broccoli. And so I literally defrosted salmon and seasoned it and let it sit for a while and made you a healthy meal for you to be like, I want a quesadilla. You motherfucker.
It's not gonna spaghetti is for dinner. Eat up.
It makes no sense. I don't get it. Let me play this last little excerpt right here because, like I said, man, people we're enabling this stuff, and ladies and gentlemen, as long as they'll allow me to still call you that, you need to be paying attention.
What's he saying?
Sign language.
My fault. I had this part muted. My bad. Hold on.
Community than Florida. And soon it'll become more difficult for some transgender residents of all ages to receive gender affirming care in the states. Back in June,
y'all heard that? Did y'all hear that? That's all right. I'm gonna play it again.
Difficult for some transgender residents of all ages to receive gender affirming care in the states. Back in June, the state released a report which falsely stated that gender affirming care was ineffective and under-researched. A team of scientists and a law professor at Yale University subsequently criticized that report for relying on pseudoscience and making misleading claims. And this is only the latest action taken by the state that discriminates against members of the LGBT community. Late last month, a new law that critics call the Don't Say Gay bill took effect, which restricts what educators can teach or say in the classroom about sexual identity and gender diversity.
All right. I just want y'all to know this is about being able to talk about it to the kids. Look up the Don't Say Gay bill. All it says is don't talk about it to young children, as we shouldn't. Anybody disagree with that? Y'all can let me know. Y'all can let me know by all means. But I would question the mindset of the adult that wants to have, sexualized conversations with a 7-year-old. Damn, super crickets. All right, remind me to add the crickets to the. Damn, the cue disappeared. Damn, is that what it is? Is that how it is? Is that how it is? What I said was that bad? Wow.
And he's back on the left.
It wasn't that bad.
Okay. I thought maybe
I thought
I hate.
As much as I say we family and the viewers are family, I'm quite sure nobody wants to see me clean my nose on camera. So yeah,
I had to look it up for those out there. I had to look it up. What is gender affirming care? Gender affirming care, as defined by the World Health Organization, encompasses a range of social, psychological, behavioral, and medical interventions designed to support and affirm an individual's gender identity when it conflicts with the gender they were assigned at birth. The interventions help transgender people align various aspects of their lives, emotional, interpersonal, and biological, with their gender identity. So what you're saying is if a person is either confused or conflicted, you're going to help them. It says designed to support and affirm an individual's gender identity when it conflicts with the gender they were assigned at birth. Again, it still sounds like they're conflicted. They were born this way. They think that this other way, and you're going to support and affirm that what they think is what's right versus what truth really is. I mean, there's what you think, and then there's factual. I'm just reading. I'm just trying to. I'm just.
What I'm saying is you're so basically, yeah, you're right, because your truth isn't necessarily the truth, right? The truth is you can believe whatever you want. Look, or what I'm gonna say is, can I have billionaire affirming care? I would like to have billionaire affirming care. I would like to walk into a bank and take out huge sums of legitimate money, and they look at me like, nah, sir, you ain't got that in your account. And I'd be like, nah, sir, you don't understand. I identify, however, as somebody who has billions of dollars in this particular institution, and I would appreciate you, sir, if you would go back there, go into the safe, and go grab me the huge sums of legitimate money I requested. And someone then affirm me in said belief.
But wait, you could be fluid, and then you can be another billionaire the next day.
Word. That's what I'm saying. I can go to another bank and say, yeah, who owns the most money here? That guy? Well, I identify as that guy. And I demand that you treat me and call me as such, use my preferred pronouns and his preferred PIN number to get into his account. I mean, my account. See, it sounds silly when I say it, right? All right, we done, yo. We out. We out. We out, yo. That's it. That's it. I ain't saying nothing else, man. We out of here. Y'all know what time it is. Kev is struggling over here. Y'all my bad. Yo, y'all see him? Y'all see him? He's struggling.
I'm just nothing, but these right here ain't good for nothing. that thing get different.
Hey man, we on to the last words, man. Kev, what you got for us, man, before you pass out?
No, it's been a great week for everybody. I hope that the week has been as good for you as it's been for me. Take some time to enjoy yourself over this long weekend, but also not the rest. Whatever brings peace to you, find your way to it. Okay.
Q.
Man, as always, it's always a pleasure being on with you, gentlemen. Fam, it's always good to have y'all support. Glad y'all made it on for another week. Live well, be well, do whatever you got to do to keep your life balanced, man.
Good stuff. Rich.
Protect your energy, protect your peace, go find your peace, stay prayed up, get involved, man, because we need it. We obviously want people to get involved in their communities, and listen, just go be great. I'm gonna pray for y'all pray for me, because it's getting crazy out here, but love y'all, man.
That's a wrap for season 1, man. Guys, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. When we first talked about this, I didn't know how far this was gonna go. We didn't see it this far, but this is exciting, and now we're excited to, close this season out and go to the next season. Again, we appreciate every single one of y'all. Keep an eye and ear open on this channel on YouTube. Keep an eye and ear open on Twitter and on Facebook and all that. We'll be dropping some more stuff, keeping y'all in the loop. And don't worry, we'll be back soon with more hijinks and more drama and more conversation and more arguments and, all of that good stuff, man. Everybody, we made it, baby. Season 1 complete. It's in the books, baby. We did it. We love y'all.
Yeah.
We love y'all, man. We are out of here.
Thank y'all for being here with us.
Y'all know what it is, man. Peace. We gone.
That's a lesson learned. It's not about when it happens. Well, no, it is about when it happens. You got to be careful because it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks out of nowhere.
Stick around. You stay here for a while. We're here to not offend people.
You're right. That was a feminine ass move, especially coming from a guy. He felt entitled to some cheeks.
Yoga pants are comfortable, I hear women say.
Frank gonna go, ooh, girl, come here.
That was a good one. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Assuming we can still call you that. Wow!
The brothers
are in the building.
Not of age. Let me put that out there. If you're not of age,
why the shit are you watching this show?
Also,
why are you here? Hold on.
Don't
I'm
look
blaming
at
your
you.
parents.
You not of age. Why the shit are you here? Why are you here?
I'm blaming your parents.